At the time of General Curtis LeMay's firebombing campaign, few people were aware of the United States nuclear program and the role the B-29 would play in the delivery of the world's first atomic weapon. By July 1941, the United States had made the decision to create an atomic bomb before the Germans. It would be known as the Manhattan Project and eventually employed 120,000 people, including many of the nation's top engineers and scientists. The $2 billion program had its first success on July 16, 1945, when a test weapon was detonated in Alamogordo, New Mexico. The powerful blast shocked even the bomb's creators. News of the new weapon reached President Harry S. Truman as he prepared for the Potsdam Conference of July 26th. There, Truman indirectly warned the Japanese of the powerful new weapon, as he made clear that their only alternative to surrender was destruction. President Truman made the grave decision to use the atomic bomb in an effort to end the war quickly and avoid a costly invasion. In early 1944, the Army Air Forces started its program to develop an atomic bomb delivery capability using the B-29 aircraft. The B-29 was the logical choice in view of its superior long-range, high-altitude performance and its ability to carry an atomic bomb that was expected to weigh between 9,000 and 10,000 pounds.
The B-29 was not developed in anticipation of having an atomic bomb, but when the atomic bomb was created, it was of a size that no other airplane could be adapted to use it. The B-17 and B-24 bomb bays simply couldn't be expanded to create it, whereas the B-29 could comfortably take one of the big, fat boy bombs and carry it enclosed within the airplane.
The B-29s that dropped the atomic bombs were not your average B-29. They had been specially modified in a program called Silver Plate. And the program was originally called Silver Plated, and it was shortened to Silver Plate. And the main difference between the Silver Plate and the regular B-29 was that the fuselage inside of the bomb bay was strengthened to carry the bombs. And also all the guns were removed except for two 50 caliber machine guns in the tail. They also made some modifications to the engines to try and alleviate some of the cooling problems that were on other B-29s and which were causing engine fires.
Hap Arnold authorized the creation of a top-secret combat unit for flying the B-29's atomic missions. The project was codenamed Silver Plate, and a hand-picked group of pilots and crew were selected to comprise 509th Composite Group. Its commander was Colonel Paul Tibbets, Jr., the only man in the 509th to know the outfit's true mission.
Secrecy is an amazing thing. We don't think we can keep secrets, but they kept the secret of the atomic bomb very, very well. Even from the crews that were training to use it, they did not know exactly what they were doing. They probably had some insight into it, but they were also disciplined enough that they weren't going to talk about that because the rules were you simply didn't discuss it, you just did your mission. So they trained extensively, and they dropped bombs of similar shape without, filled with concrete, not filled with anything nuclear, and they became extremely proficient.
Special facilities required for handling and loading the atomic bomb were prepared on Tinian in June 1945. By July, the 509th and its specially modified B-29s were in place. Beginning on the 20th, the B-29s flew 38 sorties as practice for the possible atomic mission. The test sorties also made the sight of small numbers of B-29s familiar and unthreatening to the Japanese. Hiroshima had once been a busy naval port, but heavy mining had reduced its population to less than 250,000, and most of the city was now comprised of mainly military installations. On August 2nd, the attack on Hiroshima was approved. 7 aircraft were assigned to mission. Tibbets carried the atomic bomb known as Little Boy in the Enola Gay, the B-29 named after his mother. 2 escort planes carrying cameras and observers to record the event, 3 weather aircraft and 1 spare completed the group. On August 4th, the crews were told the nature of the mission and of the bomb's predicted 20,000 tons of TNT power. What they were not told, however, was that they were delivering the world's first atomic weapon. The Enola Gay lifted into the air from the island of Tinian on August 6th at 2:45 a.m. 5.5 hours later, Colonel Tibbets received word that weather and visibility were good. At 8:15 a.m., the Enola Gay was traveling at 328 miles per hour at 31,600 feet. Bombardier Major Thomas Farabee dropped the bomb. Tibbets then executed a steeply banked 150-degree turn known as the breakaway maneuver to avoid the expected blast. The bomb detonated near the city's center. Rising smoke from an enormous fireball formed into the notorious mushroom cloud. By the time the bomb exploded, the Enola Gay was 19 miles away. The B-29 had brought the world into a new era of warfare. The atomic bomb's destruction was unbelievable. 48,000 buildings were instantly destroyed. 78,000 people were killed. Nearly 5 square miles of Hiroshima's center was obliterated. Yet when the Japanese did not respond to the Allies' demand for unconditional surrender, the world's sole remaining atomic bomb was loaded into the B-29 known as Boxcar. At 3:49 a.m. on August 9th, Major Charles Sweeney took the controls of the Boxcar with the atomic bomb Fat Man loaded in its belly. The primary target was the city of Kokura. Sweeney made 3 bombing runs, but weather prevented the bombardier from visually locating the target. Sweeney then diverted Boxcar to its secondary target, Nagasaki. This site was also beneath heavy cloud cover. Boxcar would use radar for its bombing run. At the last minute, Bombardier Captain Kermit Behan saw the target, and at 10:58, he hit the bomb release. Most in Nagasaki were at work or at home when the bomb hit 1 mile between 2 huge Mitsubishi arms factories. The amount of energy generated by the Fat Man bomb was significantly larger than that of Little Boy, but the damage to Nagasaki was lessened by the city's bowl-shaped terrain. 1.5 square miles of the city was destroyed. 35,000 people were dead.